There we go.
Okay.
There you
So
go.
this is an idea that's a mashup between Star Wars and Ghostbusters. And this is how I visualize it. If you've seen the original Star Wars film, there's a scene where Obi-Wan with his lightsaber is going up against Darth Vader. And he says, "If you kill me, Darth, I'll become more powerful than you can imagine." So he kills him, right? So in that scene, right, Darth Vader goes home and he goes to bed that night, right? And then all of a sudden, there's the ghost of Obi-Wan to bother him. "I told you, Darth, I would be more powerful." And Darth is putting the pillow over his head, going, "But leave me alone," right? And then the next day, Darth is on his laptop and he Googles how to get rid of a ghost. And the Ghostbusters website shows up. So he calls the number, right? Now, if you've seen the Ghostbusters movie, Annie Potts is like the receptionist in the movie. So she feels the call from Darth Vader. "I have a ghost." So she goes, "We'll be right over." So all the guys from the Ghostbusters show up on the Death Star, right? And they got their backpacks on, and they're all ready to go. And they capture the ghost of Obi-Wan in that little box. If you remember in the movie, they had some kind of foot pedal little box and they could capture ghosts in it. And then they have to give Darth Vader a bill. So they hand him a piece of paper, and Darth Vader goes, "I didn't realize it would be so expensive. I refuse to pay it." And they go, "That's okay. We'll just let him write out again." And he goes, "No, no, no, it's okay. I'll pay the bill." And that's kind of how we end the sketch.
That's good.
You like that?
That's pretty good. I like
Yeah.
that.
Something you wouldn't expect, but good stuff.
Yes, yes. I come up with funny stuff all the time.
I love it.
I know you also do. I don't know if you can move your
Oh my
laptop
goodness.
to. He does things with not Barbie dolls, but
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. It's the Monster High doll. I do dioramas. I'm actually about to build a Japanese dojo for the dolls.
really.
So I've actually right here on my table, I've got little pieces of wood, right? And I bought some flexible chicken wire and to put in the window of because a dojo has all these windows with a translucent kind of rice paper, right? So
Yeah.
my next phase is to attempt to build walls and windows and sliding things and.
Funny.
But if you guys want to see, I built a tomb entrance, like an Indiana Jones style tomb entrance, and I have it over here. I can grab it and show it to you if you guys want to see it.
Sure.
All right.
Is this a Jim Jones? Is that what you
No,
said?
no.
No,
Uh,
which, the other
Indiana
Jones.
Jones.
Yeah, Indiana Jones. A tomb entrance.
So this is a Barbie size tomb entrance.
What's it
And
made
if you
out of?
see, this is made out of foam. If you look at just like the pink fiberglass insulation foam, but once you get it all painted up right, it looks like marble. It's aged properly. And I said it aged for like a jungle situation, not like a sandstone Egyptian thing. I originally had it that way, but I wanted to do an Indiana Jones kind of shoot with the dolls and have them, have to go in the thing. So I have tools that can like melt, and cut.
Wow.
So I actually have a table saw.
You did some hieroglyphs on the top.
Yeah, yeah. So basically, what I'm doing here with this is a whole there's a whole backstory. This is like kind of like Viking ruins. So why would there be Viking ruins in this kind of so I had like an Angkor Wat Cambodian kind of jungle idea, but why were there Viking ruins there? And so the dolls are the Indiana Joneses. So it's kind of like Josie and the Pussycats meets Indiana Jones in Cambodia, and they have to go inside the tomb and figure out what's going on. So I have a whole backstory for the dolls. They're like a girl organization, and they got rich off of Bitcoin, and they're independently wealthy, and they can just have fun, and they have apartments in New York City, and that's their base. So once we get the T-shirts made and the merchandising,
Yeah.
then it'll be a lot better.
So I know Herb from my friends in Sunnyvale when Mike and Strata were living in Sunnyvale. But yeah, I do believe this is the first time you meeting my parents. But yeah,
Yeah.
Nice to meet you. I had a
Yes.
question. You remember the one picture you showed with the Natasha Kinski
Yes.
poster on the wall? That was I have snakes, by the way, as pets.
yeah,
And so sometimes I if I have a model and they want to do a shoot, then I'm like, how do you feel about snakes? Most of them don't want to do anything with a snake, but I always was thinking about reproducing that Natasha
yeah,
Kinski shoot because that was Richard Avedon who took
Yeah.
that picture.
Yes. Yeah.
So back in the day, that was a big deal.
big deal. Yes,
You can see that right now in David's Zoom square, right?
right there.
There it is. Yeah.
Yeah. Right there.
Mhm.
See it? Yeah.
Wow. That would be cool.
I had to look for it. It wasn't a lot of money, but I had to look for it and got it. And boy, am I glad that I did, because that was something that was very, very important to me as a kid. And it was fun to find that and get that up.
Well, once I get the shoot, I'll send you a copy of it.
Oh, definitely. And yes, we need to hook up. It's been a while.
It has. And I know you're a word guy, right? So I
Kind
invented
of.
a word. I invented a word that I want to share with you. It's called quantificate. So it combines quantify and pontificate. So if someone says, "Hey, how much is this going to cost?" and you pause, you are quantificating.
Good one.
That is a good one.
Like figuring out the bill at the restaurant, dividing it, that everyone has to quantificate.
Exactly.
Yeah.
When you first said it, I thought it was that instead of quantity, it was quantum. So you'd be speaking in alternate realities, and what you'd say would be different in each reality.
That's
Very
yeah.
related.
but very precise steps.
If,
So you could have multiple meanings. Yeah.
You wouldn't know what they said until you looked at them, right?
right.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
If people have got a chance to look into the chat, my son has put some pictures of some creativity that he's been doing. He's been taking class at DBC,
yeah.
learning about pottery. And if you take a look at these pictures here.
Yeah, I put some of my my bowls, my cups that I've been making.
Very nice.
Did I tell you
That
that
looks pretty good.
Strad and I went to a school? How do you describe it? Go ahead, Strata.
Oh, it's called the Lonely Crafts Sale. The University of Oregon Crafts Center basically once or twice a year collects all the unfinished or abandoned pieces from student crafts throughout the year, and like they'll glaze any unglazed stuff and fire it, and they'll just collect it all, and they sell it as a fundraiser to benefit the craft center.
Great.
Victor, the school is awesome.
Oh
University
yeah,
of
David
Oregon.
was really impressed with the U of O campus.
Wow.
Oh yeah, it's
I
really
mean,
pretty.
My only view of some campuses has been sort of Berkeley, but Sacramento State, and it's like U of O is really a nice school, Victor. If you ever want to,
Yeah, I've been there. I visited it
Okay.
a couple of years back. It's a really pretty campus.
And I think part of what really impressed David was that they had not only a Chipotle, but a Panda Express in the student union.
Yep. Yeah,
right next to each,
on-
literally right next to each other, across the way.
Yeah, on,
it's
on
like
campus.
Both
Cool.
kinds of foods. Both kinds of foods were available.
So Victor, what got you
Mexican and
into?
What got me into pottery?
Yeah.
I just decided to take a class. This is my first time ever doing wheel thrown pottery, and I've always wanted to do it. And so I just took a class, and I guess I'm really good at it. My professor's really impressed. She's having me teach the other students.
Cool. Yeah, it looks really good. Looks very
Nice,
professional.
yeah.
Looks
Yeah,
nice
isn't that
uniform.
That's
Very-
crazy.
very well
Like
centered.
those bowls are the first bowls I've ever made in my whole life.
Wow.
Wow,
Cool.
they're
Well, nice.
awesome.
You might want to see an old movie called Ghost. There's
Oh,
a
I've seen it.
pottery scene in there.
I've seen it. It's a good movie.
Well,
Do
you know,
those-
besides making a joke about the movie, it actually is a really good movie. I mean, the script is really tight. Every scene leads into the next scene. There's no fluff in that movie.
No, yeah, it's actually well done. It's just everyone makes fun of that scene because it is a pretty funny scene.
Yeah.
Which
Well,
scene
you
is
know
it?
what's interesting is how long it took to make that movie because they went through 19 scripts.
Wow.
Well, I didn't
I
know
just-
that.
I just saw it's Herb, it's another Reuben that actually